Uh, this guy's Italian, likes pizza. You know, I like the smell of pizza, but when I take a bite of it, my body goes, oh, that's not good. Yeah, fungus. A lot of people have fungus in them. And fungus in the nails, and fungus is, of course, dealing in fermentation. People that have high fungal problems either have weak adrenal glands, and they'll see moles growing all over their bodies, and this is because they're not metabolizing sugar, so fermentation is a big factor, and you need yeast to fermentate sugars, and ferment sugars, and then you have the lymph system. The other side of this is sulfa drugs, and if I have not touched on sulfa drugs before, what another crime is the use of sulfa drugs. And yet here we're pushing glucosamine, chondroitin, all these sulfur compounds. Sulfur's not healthy. There's nothing healthy about sulfur. People push cruciferouses and cancer. Why? There's nothing healthy about sulfur. Sulfur is an irritant. It's a gas. It absorbs into the GI tract and stays there. It blocks lymphatic suppression, and it is a fungal proliferant. If you, in one way, a sulfur is an aphrodisiac to the fungal community. I've got a medical doctor friend that runs a hospital in San Diego, and we look at a lot of sulfur in people. It turns your eyes orange. So if you get a real strong mirror like a 15X and use a light, if you have orange in your eye, that's sulfur. And that's a lymphatic suppressor and a fungal proliferant. And those two things, you have a lot of problem. I don't have too many RA or rheumatoid arthritis cases that do not have a lot of sulfur in them. So very serious, and fungus leaves uric acid crystals. So this is a bit of a problem here, because you can have a lot of gouty problems and a lot of pain from high fungal problems, and then depression and confusion, and there's a lot of problems. But people blame everything on fungus, and it isn't true. But they definitely, when in an overgrowth scenario, not good. So to get relief in the nails, you've got to move those lymphs, get your adrenals up so you metabolize sugar and get away from starch. Pizza is why you like pizza, man. Pizza is a great fungal food. You got your white flour, your fermentation of the flour, and you got your cheese. Those are the two things moles grows on like that. And people blame fruit for fungus problems. And I have to laugh, because if in your kitchen, if you put on your kitchen counter a handful of grapes, a piece of cheese, and a piece of bread, which one of those three things grow mold on them first? Of course, it's going to be the cheese or the bread, because they're already fermented. Grapes are not going to grow mold on them until they start to ferment.